YouTube. My name's Love Game, and let's get right to it. Next battle started, my dude. By the way, the Exciter team is not a real team. Spoiler alert. Yeah, last time we did a couple of the New Century fights. As you guys already know. There's the judge. Anyways, there's the judge capsule. What we gonna do? Oh, excuse me. Looks like a bunch of some kind of Koenig, not Koenig wolves, command wolves. I guess it's a climber wolf, I'm not actually sure. Oh yeah, shit, this happens, doesn't it? Okay, I guess I should address this. This was an episode in the anime that was actually one of the few things about the entire show that was censored in the dub. It being... oh yeah, Climber Wolf, I was right. It being 2001, having a gay relationship in an anime, whatever TV show, was, for lack of a better term, looked down upon. That's putting it nicely. I know the worst of it, I'm from Texas, but in the original, in the Japanese version, Benjamin, Harry's robot buddy over there, is, what's the word? Unambiguously gay, and has fallen in love with one of the many judge robots, the ones that we see calling the shots for every battle. However, this the anime changed it to be like the only female judge in the whole series, just so you could look less gay. I wonder what kind of gun that is. In this version, though, it kind of stays true to the original, even though this is obviously the English version of the game. Yeah, it stays true to the original, and it is a male judge. So, if you've never seen gay robots before, this will be a first for you. I advise you to brace yourself. This could be some pretty high impact action right here. It is not for people who are new to the genre, the lovely genre of gay robots. But he is actually he's going from battle to battle, going up to the judge capsules, trying to find this judge that he's in love with. There's also a scene that's not related to this, but it's a scene in one of the episodes, Warriors on Vacation, where they are rubbing oil on each other. That was omitted from the dub as well. Which is kind of interesting because you did have the gay character, Stinger. You fucking... seriously? Why do I still have to sit through the animation if it missed? What the fuck? But yeah. Am I smacking too much? I can't really tell. I'm going to bed after this, by the way. Took one of them out, good enough. Yeah, but considering Stinger was the gay character and he was still in the show, I mean, I guess it would be kind of hard to remove an entire character, especially one that sort of is the character that pushes Van over the edge, if you will. Kind of makes him get the resolve he needs to fight. That's why I like him a lot. He has a really interesting role in the anime. But yeah, I guess it would be really hard to just outright remove him, so they didn't do it. I mean, it's just weird because you have this one female judge that's clearly not, like, it's clearly out of place. I suppose that we're gonna use our friendship next turn just to get a free heal. Ah, this awesome music again. I turned the music volume up, or the game audio in general. I turned that up since a few episodes ago, so you should be able to hear it a lot more now. Yeah, I guess I'll just use this instead of attacking, so we'll have a guaranteed chance to just kind of steamroll him next turn. By them, I mean the one that's left. It's odd because the sprites look like the Backdraft characters, even though I'm fairly certain that's not what they are. That could be somehow wrong. I don't know. How do I keep freezing them? I guess one of my abilities does that. There we go. Let's go ahead and finish this off. We'll just use that. Kill one of them from the get-go. I do love the cockpit looks of that climber wolf. They also have the power reinforced command wolf, I believe it's called, from the anime. That is in this game somewhere. It's not all that good though. I was kind of disappointed in its just how mediocre it was, but it's a really cool looking Zoid. Got a lot of G though for that. But yeah, this is a kind of a weird thing because this part has nothing to do with the rest of the story. Even by New Century standards, it just has like absolutely nothing to do with... It's the closest thing the show has to a filler episode, as I said before. I think I said that before, I don't know. But... yeah, I got that line. I thought she said that whenever Leon and, or not Leon, Steve and Leon were arguing. But no, she says it there. I do find this whole concept funny, just the fact that Harry couldn't get actual teammates, so he built 2 teammates to tag along with him, you know? Even has it in the spray, it's kind of a cool... But yeah, even he says Mr. Judgeman, or Judgeman, I don't know how it's pronounced. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of cool that they make it a bit realistic compared to other shows like this. That Harry and, I guess to an extent his team, they're decent warriors. They're not completely hopeless, you know, worthless. Like it's not they have no skill whatsoever. They're way too reliant on their money, and they're obviously going to be comic relief sometimes. Yeah, we'll get 3. Change Zoids. No, team, here we go. I guess we'll just get rid of the entire back line here and have our front line, our Liger trio here do the work. Of course, that's the one. Yeah, in the show he goes around to like all sorts of different battles and tries to get really close to the capsule. By the way, this is some serious fuckery right here, let me tell you why. This game, for all of its glorious detail, I mean, yeah, the translation's bad, but it has so much detail to it that is true to the series. And it has, like, almost every Zoid in existence up to this point, even the Fusors. But it doesn't have the fucking Heldegunner. Why doesn't this game have the Heldegunner? It is one of the most common Zoids across both series. It is in Chaotic Century and New. It even has, like, a very short appearance in Fusors. In the show, one of his robots, I forget their names, I guess it's Sebastian, pilots the Heldegunner. It is an iguana type Zoid. They didn't have the Heldegunner in this game for some reason, so they gave him a fucking Barrigator, which is never even used in any of the shows. I think it's a Barrigator, I could be wrong. It's like what do you call it? What the fuck? You couldn't even spell during properly? Like, I get it's bad translation, but now you're just typing shit as fast as you can. Yeah, so they're gonna stage this battle, essentially, so that the judge gets knocked out of the capsule and Benjamin can enter into a lovely embrace with it. That's what happens in the show. They just kind of fuck around in the entire... Barrigator, I was right. Yeah, they just fuck around for the entire battle, so... But of course, for the sake of the game, we're just gonna beat the shit out of them, so... Either way. I just find that really funny, that... they couldn't even put the fucking Heldegunner. Instead, they give him some Zoid that wasn't in any of the TV shows at all. What kind of shit? What kind of sense does that make? I mean, I guess the realistic thing is that it was taken out for space. That's the best guess I can make anyway. Hopefully we can use Supplier this go. Get lots of that bank from these rich boys. Yeah, I don't know. As overrated as the Blade Liger can be, it is one of my favorites. It has a really nice design to it. I mean, again, it is what it is. It's just like Pokemon and all those other series are gonna have like some things about it that are overrated, and some are more justified than others, granted. I mean, the Blade Liger isn't all powerful, it gets defeated from time to time, it's just... I happen to like the design of it a lot. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's, like, front and center for one of the main series, but still... Let's go ahead and use that. There we go. I mean, again, I still prefer the Shield Liger, which is in some regards considered to be weaker. But it's still a decent Zoid. Again, it's very versatile. It can be used for a lot of different things. Holy shit. I mean, I know it's against the fucking robots, but... Oh, not nearly as much as, against Mary. I guess Mary was the one carrying all the money, huh? But yeah, it essentially says something similar to that in the show. It's like, oh, your frequency was something something... But at least they kept that intact, you know, for the game. I mean, I guess you could say they were too lazy to change it, but I like to think that maybe they wanted to keep it a little more accurate than the anime. Because, I mean, there wasn't that much to censor in that show, granted, but I think it was a really good dub, all things considered. It was just one of those things, you know. It probably wasn't entirely their decision as well, so gotta think of it from different perspectives, know what I mean? Let's get our team back in order here. Get the Lena gun sniper where it can be. There we go. Oh yeah, this part. Taking a walk as usual, I mean as opposed to... Yeah, we got Stoller again. Stoller, as I said before, is one of the characters that Bit never actually defeats. It always like ends in a stalemate, or he gets defeated, or something like that. That's why I like him a lot. He proves that even the main character of this particular show is not invincible. I mean, yeah, he doesn't want no Zero. He wants that boy Bit. Is that a 1v1? Oh yeah. Yeah, I cannot do that guy's voice justice. I cannot do a fucking Scott McNeil voice. Yeah, I like this guy a lot because, as I said, he's incredibly honorable, and even though he's part of the backdraft team, he doesn't use the same underhanded tactics. And we're gonna have to bust out a kind of a secret weapon. And yeah, he has upgraded the Elevander to a different type. I forgot what it's actually called. It has kind of a lightsaber on the end of it. The Elevander does have 3 different types, and funny enough, one of them is actually called the... What the hell, where is he coming from? Yeah, he wishes. Tauros is a total goof. He's all about, like, he plays with the Zoid models during the battles and, like, just drools over any cool-looking Zoid that shows up. Which is what's fun about him. That's what makes him a unique character, because he's supposed to be the you know, commissioner of the team. He's the guy he's the manager. He's the TO, basically. Yeah, they're talking about the 3rd CAS system for the Liger Zero. Yeah, the Panzer unit, as I said, named after a German tank in real life. In fact, all the what do you call it, CASs are named after a German phrase. I forget what off the top of my head. I don't speak German, but I can if you like. Yeah, there's your required Lady Gaga reference for this LP. Have to do 1 per. That's I'm kind of obligated under contract. If I don't do it, Lady Gaga will dump me off the Highway 10. which is also a reference to the song Aura. Oh yeah, there's the... Can you please GTFO for a moment? Anyway, I'll have to see about using that Panzer system, see what that's all about. But for now, I want to peep this place just to see what's going on. You're gonna have to go against that boy Stoller, and who knows what he's got up his sleeve this time. I mean... Yeah, the Elefander has 3 different forms that it all comes with a model kit. What I find hilarious, though, is one of them is actually called the Scout. Now think about this. Why in the fuck would you use a big elephant-shaped Zoid as a Scout when almost any other Zoid is, like, objectively better in that regard? That is pure stupidity, my dude. I mean, why? How would you even have those thoughts thought up? I mean, we're already pretty strong, but I guess I'll just upgrade this all the way. We got so much money, we got nothing to do with it, you know? Again, I'm kind of holding back and upgrading the gun sniper just because we're not going to be using it all that much. Just saying. I guess that'll be it for right now. Unless we want to get some generator output, that can be useful. What do we need it for, though? I guess we'll just put the regular interceptor up to all the way it can go. Because I do like me the Roadler. Tis a nice Zoid. Huh. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, nice. I actually wanted that, because you can get the Liger 0X with that, modification of sorts. I'm not sure when you can get it, but you can get it at some point. The Empire is kind of the precursor to that. It's the prerequisite, I guess would be the right word. Don't know why we're talking to these guys, I just kind of wanted to see if anyone was a Pulse person. You know, I would like a drink, but I have to, like, bust out the piano and make that reference every time I come into a bar, and it's kind of tiring after a point, you know, fam. Gotta say that I can't do that every time. Besides, I would get pretty drunk if that was the case. Alright. That is some lovely flavor text. Okay, we only need Liger 0, so let's get everyone else out of the formation. If it'll... Let me go to the menu, please. Thank you. But yeah, it's time to show this off. Yeah, the Panzer is the one that gets the least amount of screen time, I suppose. Just because it's the one that puts the most stress on the Liger 0 out of all of them, because it's so fucking heavy and it overheats the damn thing. So here comes the new Elefander, Mr. Stigma Stoller. There's not a lot we can do. I mean, I guess we just have to survive for the time being. So let's do just that. Ah. Ooh-wee! I just took a shot of that Captain Morgan to get ready for this. So we are no longer holding back, my dudes. Whew! We are going. And the Liger wants it too, man. The Liger 0 knows exactly what it wants. He's remembering Leon's words. Zoids battles do have infinite potential, and that's very true. At least until you get to Fusors, when they're like, you're held back unless you use an actual Fusor Zoid. But you know what? We're not. This show wasn't even acknowledged in this game, so we're gonna fight this Elefander AG. The power of our potential, and the Panzer unit, because who doesn't love alliteration? We're playing fucking Banjo-Kazooie over here. By the way, this color is not right. It should be like a dark military green. Alright, here we go. We have, of course, the hybrid cannons, one of the more powerful things here. We can't use the burning Big Bang, Oh man, this music is doing it for me, man. So let's go ahead and use our lovely hybrid cannon here. Oh man. That thing will make the Zoids skid back. Even the heavy Panzer is gonna not take much from that. Or it is gonna take a lot, but brother, it ain't going down without a fight, my dude. So we're gonna probably use conservation after this if we can fucking survive. I mean, this Elefander is gonna be quite tough, but our Panzer can take it. We will, I guess, use a small... yeah, we'll use a small one just for insurance. And get that conservation out. I do kind of want to show this off just for fun, but of course he's gonna use, he's gonna wait to get fucking 5 EP back? Seriously? Okay. But yeah, this guy ain't playing. He is using his full potential of his Elefander against us. I used to have that model kit, but if I could get a little personal here for a sec, let's go ahead and use it. Just fuck it. Burning Big Bang, just to show it off. Because this is an incredibly... It's kind of like Lena's full burst. It's almost comically long in the animation, isn't it? I just have to show it off at least once. A little bit of overkill here. Even though we're not going to probably kill it right now, but still. Not that we're going to kill him, I mean, he's actually pretty cool. We're not going to... nothing to use here, I guess. Let's just start. He's going all in with those fucking tusks, man. This is gonna hurt. This is a battle between two of the best Zoids warriors in the world, so obviously. Can you strike Laser Claw? Get that going. Don't know how that thing can use it with all that heavy armor, but I'm not gonna question it, you know. Like I said, this is two of the best. Just going all in. We got the missiles coming now. We have a little bit of butt clenching here, just because, you know, it's one of those one-on-ones, and it's surprisingly going to be a little bit harder than Brad's fight. Maybe, I don't know. It depends. Man, we're getting kind of low. I'm gonna go for it though, because you know how I am. I love to make you guys get on your toes. Here at the Love Game Emporium of thick waifus and LPs. We do not skimp out on the butt clenching. Neither does he, because he knows this fight will determine who is the best. Let's go ahead and use now C-A-I-O-N-L. I don't know what that actually stands for, but we're using it. He's going to be pretty low on his EP soon, though, I would think. I don't know if there's critical hits in this game. I just know you sometimes do less or more damage than other times, so I am not 100% sure on that, but we're really going at it, so hopefully that usage of Burning Big Bang didn't totally fuck me. I guess I should have saved friendship for later, I don't know, this is kind of getting crazy. He's got to run out of EP soon. I'm trying to conserve mine a little bit. Let's go ahead and use this just for safety reasons. Let's just go ahead and start. I think that does less, though, as I said, I believe the AI kind of tends to go a little easy on you sometimes. Just so you have a little bit more of a, I guess, an easier time doing stuff. I don't know how to say it. I do love this, though, that it's personal, you know? And we did it. We had to use a lot of healing items, but we did nonetheless. Decent money. I want to see that doesn't happen because the backdraft interrupts that battle, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's get our team back in order here. What are we doing next, I wonder? We do have the Zero Panzer now, which is quite the beast, as you've seen. But we are quite beat up in that thing, so we should probably go ahead and get our team back in order here. Let's see, Buster Eagle and the Riddler. Man. Can always count on Stoller to give us the fight of our lives, let me tell you. Alright, got some Zoid data we wanted. That's good. I'll show you that later. Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good, man, let me tell you. This is some good dialogue coming up, though. Not from Dr. Toros, but from our boy, who will pop up in a minute. Yeah, he can't swim, by the way. He's kind of like Ryoma from Fire Emblem. Or no, my bad. That's fucking Xander. I'm sorry. I feel bad for saying that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you'll see one soon enough, but you ain't seen one yet. Yeah, he does not like imagining Sergeant Max in a Speedo. I laughed at that the first time I played this game, because it was like... I guess he is one of the older dudes of the bunch. This is the first time we meet Mr. Vega Obscura here. Or as he's called in the game, Boy, my favorite character. He kind of reminds me, he looks like Raven a little bit, but, I mean, there's like a theory that he's a descendant of Raven, but there's no real base on it besides the fact that he looks similar. I am not sure if you even fight him in this game, I can't remember. But he is not happy. Oh shit. We are getting carpet bombed over here. I do believe Harry shows up in the, what do you call it? Go ahead and just friendship up for the hell of it. In the anime version of this scene, we got some war dicks to fight though. We have let loose the dicks of war, so we cannot back down from this challenge. I do quite like these Zoids, so I like to have one IRL to paint, because I want to make one in the style of the US Navy camouflage. Which I will do eventually. I just need the proper supplies. How are we standing on water? This is like Pokemon. I can use dig even though I'm in water. Anyways, what did you guys do today? What are you guys up to? As for me, I cleaned the inside of my PC. It was a little bit dusty, like it wasn't as bad as I thought. I just hadn't cleaned it in a while. My cooling system was quite caked with dust, though I will admit. I feel kind of bad for not cleaning it earlier. I've had this thing for almost a year. But thankfully, what I did, I used a vacuum cleaner on it. I'm not even kidding. I got my vacuum cleaner and got the little tube attachment going on, and it pretty much got all the dust out of there. It looks like new now, so... It's a good way to clean it if you don't have any, like, advanced materials. Fucking game defocused. Of course I would miss the one that would have killed it. What the fuck? Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I get incredibly enamored every time I see the lovely Claudia launch her attack. But yeah, I cleaned that out. It actually dropped my temperatures, though, thankfully, by quite a bit. It dropped my CPU's temperature by about 25 degrees, specifically. Man, I bet Falcarius is watching this just, like, cringing at what I choose to do, because, like, yeah, I'm just using the ZOS for the hell of it, even though I probably don't need it for this fight. But I want to kind of waste a turn here, so to speak. Where's the Strike Laser Claw? Yeah. Huh. It's actually, excuse me, it's actually stronger. I guess that makes sense though, because the hybrid cannon is a multiple target weapon, so it is what it is. I say that a lot. But yeah, clean that out. So we got a lot of temperature drops going on according to Specky. My CPU is much cooler now. I need to check on the fans of my GPU though, just to make sure. I think they're... oh shit. Those things have ZOS. Okay, didn't know that. Let's go ahead and supply her, because we can probably beat him this turn. But yeah, it just got me thinking, you know. Ever since I got into the whole PC gaming thing, ever since I proverbially joined the PC master race, I guess, got me thinking, you know, that you got a lot of these people that are PC gamers that have this bullshit revisionist history about PC gaming in general. What I mean by that is you have these people who for some, well, I know why, but they tend to believe that, like, PC gaming was always the best choice. Like, it was always the most financially sound choice, and that it was always completely objectively better than consoles. Which was not entirely true. I say this as a person who understands how much better PC is now. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I was... oh, cool, I got one of those. Nice. Oh yeah, but they found a black box beyond the sea. Somewhere waiting for me. They found that under the water, fam. Who knows what's gonna happen now? But... what could it mean? Give me 1 second, folks. I'm gonna set something down. I'm sorry, I had no free hands.